Hey guys, this is Erin from Journal Jot and Job. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hey y'all, what's going on? It is June 25th. It's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, June 25th, the last week in June. And guess what? We are actually getting to the point, if you're in the Erin Condren, the new 2019-2020 planner, then most of your planners start, I think everybody starts in July. So this is a time a lot of people are getting excited. They're like, hey, let's set up my planner, all that great stuff. So I thought I would show you what I am doing in my planner. I've already started setting it up because this is my first Erin Condren. So when I got it, I got a little excited and started doing some stuff ahead of time. So I'm going to show you what I have in here. If you've watched a previous video, you do know that I went to the back of the planner and I started testing it out, planning and seeing how it will work for me and just getting adjusted with it. So if you're interested in seeing a video about that, I will link it in the right hand corner. Can't remember which video I'll be linking, but it'll be one of them, okay? All right, so this is my planner for 2019 to 2020. I will actually end my planner in May. I'm using this planner as a weekly planner, pretty much like as it's intended, a life planner. So again, like I said, I have already started setting up some pages. I still have not put my name in there. I'm probably going to cut out some vinyl on either my Cricut or my Silhouette machine because I just don't want to do my own handwriting for whatever random reason. All right, so we're not going to do any flip through of the planner. If y'all haven't seen the flip through of the planner yet, I don't really know what to tell you. But all right, so we're gonna go in here. That's where I mentioned before that I'll be writing down different categories, so I do need to go in and finish that, but that's not the meat. All right, so again, I've already started planning. Well, not even planning, decorating. Okay, this is decorating. As I mentioned before, my planning style in this planner is gonna be more about functionality, and I'm not saying that stickers means you're not functional, but I want more pen and less stickers in the weekly part. On this section, I can put 8,000 stickers and be fine, and also in the monthly, I can put stickers. So one thing that I do when setting up my planners is I don't wait until the actual month, because what I noticed in the past is I'm just doing busy work. Now again, if you're a content creator, you may do this for the sake of your subscribers seeing your video and seeing stuff unfold and giving them ideas on how they can use their planner. I, in this regard, probably won't ever really set up a monthly or the dashboard online. It's just not my thing. So I've already gone in and put some things down. Like, I know I have a baby shower to go to, and there's paydays and bills that come out. So there are certain things that I wanted to go ahead and put in place so I don't have to figure that out. Now, a suggestion for some of you all, I am starting to shop my stash. I have sticker books all over, Happy Planner, Chrissy Ann Design, just any kind of sticker, y'all. At this point, on these pages where I have more creativity is where I will allot room to use these stickers up, because it's just ridiculous. Either I'm gonna have to use them up or start giving stuff away. Well, one thing that I wanted to start utilizing is the sticky notes. I have sticky notes. I went through a phase where I just would buy sticky notes like I was really using them, and yeah, I wasn't using them. Like, it just, again, seemed too much. So something you can do is use your sticky notes to pre-plan, okay? So for example, what's on here? This is July, and I know I need to go school shopping, but I don't exactly know what date I'll do school shopping. So I would probably go in and put school shopping, and then stick this on the week that I know I would probably prefer to go school shopping, right? I feel like that. Oh, it didn't leave. Okay, so what is on my, is that it? Not man. Okay, so I'm gonna say my son goes to school the first week in August. So right now I don't know what day that school shopping is gonna occur, but I know I need to go school shopping this month, okay? So I just put that. Ooh, these sticky, that ain't real sticky, honey. Happy Planner, what's the tea? Ooh, she don't like it. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to make it do, is stick. All right, so then when you go into these weeks, you can do a couple of things. You can either wait week to week. Again, if you're a content creator, you may wait each week because you want your audience to have something to watch and something to see. So you may not want to go in and write those things down. But what you can do is, if you know you have some things coming up that need to be put in there, you can go ahead and write that with a sticky note. So I know there's a baby shower. And I'm not doing any fancy handwriting. I'll do that when it's time to write in the planner. And what I've decided for the month of July is that I will be writing in blue ink. All last month I did black ink. And so what I do on my pages right here, I may put a couple of stickers. Like last month was all floral. I haven't decided, but when I say a few, it's really going to be minimal stickers, and the rest is pretty much black and white. And if you need to see that, let's see if I can show you something. So pretty much this is how my planner looks, plain Jane, to the point. I just need to see what needs to be done at the end, okay? So that's how I'm using this planner. The format will kind of change, but I will track some of the same stuff, what needs to be done at home, work, and then when school starts, my son will have a section broken off for him. All right, so I know there's a baby shower. And so what you do is you just go in and you write whatever needs to be done. So this is kind of like a pre-planning stage. So this is how I'll remember some of this stuff. Now, normally I would do a brain dump list, a monthly brain dump list, which I still will do. That won't change because that actually helps me a lot. But again, if you have sticky notes laying around the house, this is how you can utilize them. And that way you won't forget stuff and get to that week and say, oh my goodness, what was I supposed to do? Because in all honesty, even though we are planners, we still forget stuff, because if we're not planning with intent behind the plans, you know, we be doing busy work. All right, so I know that I also have to take my sister to the airport. So I'm just gonna write the word airport, and I know what that stands for. And then I also need to write airport for when I need to pick her up. All right, and so those are things that I know that will be coming up on that week. So what you can do is go through each week, and when you know there is something that's coming up, you go ahead and put it down. So for example, I know I fly out on the 11th. So I'll go ahead and put that down. I know I also need to return on that Sunday. And so these are just small little things that you can do, so when it's time to plan, you're not all over the place and you're minimizing the time. Now, if you're planning for relaxation, that's a whole nother thing. But if you're like, listen, I need to get this stuff down, get moving, and make sure that I'm still productive, then this is something that you may want to consider incorporating in that. Now, if you don't have these little sticky notes, if you have a Post-it note, right? You could actually use a Post-it note. And so on the Post-it note, I may say, because this week I know I'm going out of town, that I need to buy last minute items. And I need to shampoo hair. Pack. So those are some things that I know will happen on this week, okay? And again, this is not all cutesy. This is basically, look, what do you have to do? What needs to be done? Flip through, and then you decide if there's anything else on these weeks in here, I'll put it. I know right here, I'll want to go ahead and write out my son's shopping list for school. And I'll start checking the sales. In the past, I would host back to school drives, so I actually enjoy school shopping. I know how the sales work, when to shop, when not to, what stores to go to. So this is actually an exciting time for me most people don't like this time, but I do. So I know in this week is when I want to start preparing for his school shopping. So then you go on this end week right here. This is going to be a week where I'll still have to go in, but no, that's not what I thought it was. Okay, so that's going to be the last week in July. If there's something that you want to put in there, you can. And then on this back section is notes, or whatever you want to use this for. It can be end of the month recap and all of those things right there. So I also have already started August. I put the stuff in there. His first day of school is right there. Not necessarily that I wrote anything down, but I did go in and I had a couple of things just marked off, like haircuts. He's actually getting a haircut out of term, not on his traditional week, because he needs to have his haircut before the first day of school. Can't be going looking crazy. But that's that. So that is how I have already began the process for my July section in the planner. And like I said, once I flip to this page, it's like, okay, so I know certain things are happening on this week. What do I need to do? And then I can go in and fill those in. When I do my weekly section, I pretty much will have this all the way completed out for the week. I might have to go in and write a couple of things here and there, but outside of that, I don't really have to do too much in my weekly planner because I'm a daily planner. So my weekly planner is the guide for my Clever Fox daily planner. So I'm using this to track everything that needs to be done, write it just in totality, and then my daily planner is what keeps me in order for each day. Okay, so again, another quick review. What I did on here is I intend to start meal prepping. I have to lose weight, y'all, and I know I be talking about this all the time, but I hopped on that scale and that mug said 180. No ma'am, don't like it. All right, so when I meal prep, Mondays are the meal prep days, and then I have a movie night designated for this second week before I go out of town. So I want to make sure I do something with my son before I go out of town for that weekend. I like to shop at the first of the month, and I usually will shop again somewhere in the middle, but I don't have to record that one. And then you'll see little stuff like these icons right here. I'm getting my son in the routine of every Friday, wash your sheets, change your sheets, just certain things, you know, life lessons that you kind of want to ingrain in your kids so when they get older and go off to college, they look like they got some home training. So just already want to have some of those things in place. And then again, right here is haircuts designated for my son. And so I just have those main things that I want to focus on that month. And then when you go in here, if it's any other small reminders, you can write whatever you need to write in. Now on this section in the front, I have my vision board. And of course, I'll be going out of town. And then I have my meditate, that's for self-care. So I'll go and be a little more descriptive in this section. My monthly goals is to focus on self-care, to resume working out. And then I have 2 additional goals that I'll put right there. And then let's eat. If it's a place that I want to try this month with my son or my family, we will go there, or by myself for that matter. I'll write that down in that section. I have yet to figure out what I want to do with this. I think I'm just going to do a motivational quote of the month on this section. Okay, so when setting up your planner, y'all, you want to make sure that it's working for you. If you don't need this page, then don't use it. Cover it with pictures or just not use it at all. I know some people are not a huge fan of this section right here. So if you're not a huge fan, take some tape runner, tape it together, and y'all go on your merry way. Don't turn it into homework for unnecessary purposes. If it has no purpose for you, don't use it. For me, I just like seeing my visions and my goals and stuff in front of me. It kind of keeps me accountable for the things that I want to achieve. Okay, so another monthly goal I know for a fact is school shopping. Okay, that has to be done. I feel like, is that? Don't be having a little extra ink. Sorry, y'all. I get to talking to my little tools. So we want to do school shopping. So I can go ahead and just put that in there. There's no need to just act like I don't know that that's occurring. So school shopping is a monthly goal that has to be completed. It's not really optional, but I just want to make sure that I see that in front of me. All right. And again, I'll figure out how I'm going to use the rest of these sections. I think I'm going to use this. I don't know. Let me not even create nothing. In the past, I think I said I was going to do something motivational, affirmation, but who knows, that may change. But I did want to pop on here, y'all, and kind of just show you how I'm using my planner. You may be able to get a little takeaway from how I'm using my planner. You may say, girl, I don't like how you're using it, and that's totally fine. But in all, you just want to make sure that your planner is working for you. I don't care if it's an Erin Condren. I don't care if it's a piece of paper. But if you're writing down your plans, make sure that your plans are clear and concise so that you can actually have something to check off, something to follow, and you can hold yourself accountable, okay? So again, this is the Erin Condren Life Planner. This is my first time using Erin Condren. So far, so good. I don't really have any complaints. Just getting used to this section right here, not necessarily the horizontal layout because I love horizontal layouts, but just kind of getting my rhythm in this particular planner. But that is all that I have for you all today. Just get comfy in whatever planner you're going to use, and make sure as you enter quarter 3, because July does start the 3rd quarter, that you have something to work towards and you'll have something to check off and be excited for. All right, so you have an amazing Tuesday. Check that list off of things you have to get done and celebrate those small wins. Until next time.